Naruto 649. I got real mixed feelings about this chapter. It felt kind of stretched out, a little bit fillerish. There's a lot of good things that happened in the chapter, but it probably could have been done with half the chapter or a third of it, and then we could have had a little bit more action. But anyway, I guess this was a good stopping point for Kishi. It just was stretched out to me. Anyway, a few other points. What is Obito waiting for? Why hasn't he already killed the Kages? Naruto, Sasuke, everybody else is standing still, right? Because, you know, if you move, you die. But so I really don't understand that. Kakashi, now we know that it wasn't him that got there. He's back on the block rock dimension. He's still over there. Hinata, she got her little panel, which is actually pretty huge because it really, for me, for the first time in the series, it actually looks like Kishi's actually foreshadowing an actual marriage or something. Yeah, all, you know, Naruhina fan. That's what it looks like to me. Am I making too much out of one block? Maybe, but that's what it looks like. Okay, now let's talk about the whole Tobirama Shikaku kind of thing here. Shikamaru, I mean. I like it. I love it. It makes sense. This has been my biggest complaint about Naruto being the Hokage, is he's just too freaking stupid. Just to be honest. I mean, he's just too emotionally immature, the whole thing. And Shikamaru balancing him out, being his Tobirama, was beautiful. It was absolutely, I loved it. To me, it was just, but anyway, it was amazing. Okay, makes a lot of sense, and now I actually can feel good if Shikamaru's alive, which evidently has to be now, to be the Tobirama for Naruto as a Hokage. I am now going to vote for Naruto's Hokage, because before this, I was like, that idiot is going to be the worst. So, having the good heart isn't anything if you don't have a Tobirama. If you don't have some balance, you got to have the yin and yang, man. You got to have some balance. All right, now that covers that. Naruto's will is moving the chakra on its own. So, does that mean, is that another thing to the first Hokage who didn't have to do signs, right? For his healing jutsu, he didn't have to use signs, so Naruto doesn't have to sign anymore. He's just, his will is doing stuff. That's a pretty crazy power-up right there. I found that pretty amazing. Oh, another thing. Don't be shocked, and I know I'm probably not the first one to think this or say this or whatever. When Tobirama tries to kill the future Madara, Sasuke, I'm sure he's not going to succeed. You know, the series would be kind of, different if he did, and I don't see that happening. And a lot of people would leave the series, I think, if Sasuke got whacked. But just look before he fades out as a last act to go, I think I'm going to do humanity a little favor and whack Sasuke. So look out. There's another reason for a lot of people to hate Tobirama, which is quite a list. Okay. Tsunade meeting, like little things. Tsunade meeting her grandfather, the first. I liked it. Even though they took a few panels, for me, just individually, that was great. And even though it wasn't very efficient, I enjoyed it. I thought the whole thing of Guy and Rock Lee being in panel so that we might be able to see them get powered up and do some crazy stuff. I'm stoked for that. So I'm feeling better about this chapter, but still, I think the consensus would be it was too stretched out. All right, and let's see. Oh, the Raikage, the whole thing. I actually really like this. I didn't see this one coming either. There's a lot of interesting little, on a small level, on a micro level, there was a lot of cool things that happened on this chapter. I just wish there would have been something, at least some mediocre or, bigger thing that was, would help drive the chapter a little bit more. But the whole thing of seeing that the first, and even Naruto, the connection between them humiliating themselves to benefit the group as a whole, for other people other than themselves. And the Raikage's like, maybe there's something noble in that in itself. Maybe it's the goal, right? If you humiliate yourself for a good goal or for other people, maybe that's noble. So that was pretty crazy. I really enjoyed that quite a bit. And that's going to be it. Now, there's a lot more. As everyone knows, this is when everything starts, right? I do the video, you do the comments, and I do a video in the viewer comments. Last week's was like 52 minutes. I have a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing them, and a couple of mine have actually been over an hour, so we'll just see how they go. All right, and I'm going to try to get this done as soon as possible. I like around 60 comments is pretty solid, good one, but if it goes over and above, so I'd like to do this depending on when I have time, whether it's within a day or two. You know, I'd really prefer to do that and go ahead and get that happening. All right. Love everyone's comments. We'll see where this thing goes. We're at the end. That's it. And even there was there's like, is it the finale? Of course, I don't think it's finale. It's just this other part. But then it awakens the whole thing. Is there going to be another arc? So Kishi is amazing. He is just absolutely amazing. Anybody can be an anime fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.